Hi, I'm Sid Mallya, and I'm now going to answer some Twitter questions from Ms. Marlin.
Okay, so you have a bunch of fans. One, I think, wants to know. So you do a lot of charity work. What's your view on charity, and what form does it take for you?
What's my view on charity is that, I'm a big believer in charity, and I believe it's important to always help those out who are either less fortunate than you or are in a position of disadvantage, maybe through a physical disadvantage or through a financial disadvantage. It's always important to give back to the community and give back to society. Having said that, it's really funny because things have gone really well for me. Again, touch wood, the superstitious side in me, in the last 2.5 months, and I feel like I've got to give something back. So when I go back to London now, me and a friend are actually going to go and work in a soup kitchen and sort of serve soup to the homeless. But that's one way that everyone can get involved. Charity doesn't necessarily mean you have to go and write checks out to different organisations. I've supported a kid in the blind school, the Happy Home School for the Blind here, for a number of years. And whenever I'm in town and I have the opportunity, I go back to the school, I go and play with the kids. During the IPL, I took Chris Gale there to play with them. So those sorts of things make them happy, and it's those little things which really count and make a big difference in the bigger picture. Right,
okay, Christmas is coming up. What do you hope is under the tree for you?
Oh, what is under the tree for me?
Or what if fit under a tree?
Yeah, well, it's rather what's in my bed than under the tree. No, I'm joking.
See, this is why you get in trouble.
No, I have to. I mean, Divya's sitting over there. That one's for you. But it's that, I've had so much go for me this year that I couldn't ask for more. I honestly couldn't ask for more. But it's funny because I always go home for Christmas, and I always spend Christmas with my mum because she's in the UK. Yeah. She loves it. We've got like a big 12-foot Christmas tree, and she does the Christmas turkey, and I carve it. All that sort of stuff goes on, and still to this day, she fills up a stocking for me on Christmas Eve. We leave a plate of cookies and milk out, carrots for the reindeer. Wake up in the morning, come downstairs. The cookies have been eaten, the milk's been half drunk, there's a note from Santa Claus saying thank you, and there's a stocking full of stuff. Most of it's junk, but it's the thought, and it's just that fun thing that that you like. So I'm just hoping for a few more sort of gimmicks like that, but nothing that I can really think of because it's just been too good.
And another question in saying, so you used to be a business boy, and now it seems you've switched to acting. What made you change, and then who's going to inherit your dad's business?
Well, I'm still a business boy at the end of the day, right? I mean, business is not something that you can just stop doing. And nowadays, it's always about thinking outside of the box. So I may be able to act, but I know I have this side of me as well. So there's a numerous amount of opportunities that I can do, and it's without sounding sort of self-centered here, it's good to be multi-talented, I guess. It works in my favor, and it's funny because when I go into meetings in the US and I speak to certain people as well, and I ask certain questions thinking with my business mind, and they don't have answers for me, they're like, wow,
you're not supposed to ask.
Used to people coming in and asking those sorts of questions, but I'm a very inquisitive person, so it's good that I've had that background, and coming on to what they said about his business or whatever, it's a company at the end of the day, it's a public company. I'm sure what he does with it is his decision at the end of the day, and what goes on and how it moves forward, we just have to wait and see.
Nice. And Mark, you had a fashion question?
Yes, I did.
Go for it.
So, all the trends, menswear trends of this year, what's the one trend that you really like and you wish to carry it forward to 2014?
Honestly, I have no clue what the trends have been this year, and I never pay attention to trends. I always wear what I feel comfortable wearing, and if it's 3 years outdated, then so be it.
Yeah.
It's what I wear. I don't actually follow what the current trend is. If you ask me today what men are wearing and what the trend is, I have no clue. I just wear what makes me comfortable, and this sort of stuff. This is my favorite brand here, Young and Reckless.
Well, who's this by? You said it's by an Indian company?
Well, no, it's not an Indian company. It's a couple of friends of mine who happen to be originally Indian back in the US. They started this. I think one of them started this. Started another brand called 5-4, and then this sort of spiraled out of it. But it's great stuff. It's good fitting T-shirts. It's Young and Reckless. It's cool. That's all it is. It just looks the part. So it's nice, and it's this sort of stuff.
And a wish for all your friends and fans and people following you on Twitter for Christmas and the holidays?
I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Go and get absolutely plastered drunk, eat far too much food. I hope you get all the presents you wish for, and you have a lot of holiday cheer, and I wish you all the best for 2014.